Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's the author, and you're joining me for the Fast 15. As we normally do on Wednesdays about this time, we take no more than 15 minutes to pause, check up, check in, enjoy an encouraging note from any of my books or audiobooks. But on the first Wednesday of the month, we go ahead and pull a selection from a fellow author, give you a couple of announcements, and get you on your way. As you know, when life is lifing, sometimes you can't wait until the next day or later in the day. So sometimes you need that pause and reset during the day. I know I need it with different things I'm working on and working through. So I hope that this provides just a measure for everybody to kind of pause and reboot. So make sure to stay connected, all that, and then some, as we're not going to waste any time today. Apologies for last week. There are some glitches on my end, so I wasn't able to get things done as planned, but we are here April 1st. We know April Fools, but with it being the first Wednesday of the month, we are going to pull a selection from a fellow author. So before I dive in, as I always say, people are dealing with a lot of stuff. People really are. Physical issues, mental issues, spiritual, emotional. And we know that, the current landscape does make things challenging. And, we're to varying degrees, people are really going through some stuff. And if you or somebody you know is really going through some real deep graded stuff or what have you, please take the time you need to kind of pause, slow things down. If you have access to professional help, please get the professional help you need. If you have to just change the way that you go about things to put yourself in a better space and not harming yourself or other people, then please make sure to do so. There are people that want to see you succeed and flourish regardless of those naysayers and things along those lines. So definitely, extending words of encouragement. We also know that there are people going through some very good positive stretches. That sounds like you through those same lenses and others. Congratulations. We definitely want to extend continued well wishes. Celebrate your success because, look, you don't know when it may come back around. And, just feed off the positive energy that is there even in the midst of some trying times. So those are reminders not only for yourselves, but for me as well. Today, the guest author's book who I'm going to feature is this one. And I just started reading it. It is The Power of Concentration by Theron Q. Dumont. And literally, I picked this book up from Madu Bookstore, which concluded a tremendous run of more than 30 years of being in business. They closed on March 15th. But this was one of the books that I picked up. And I say this, because we do need to read other people's work. And yes, people who write, of course, we love our work, but we got to take time to read other people's work. And I want to pull a selection from starting, when I start reading. And this is what's really cool on here. Let me find what I'm looking for. So the selection is from Lesson 2, The Self-Mastery, Self-Direction, Power of Concentration. And I want to read this simple segment about the power of hello and the power of just, tone setting and energy. And let me go ahead and share this selection with you. It comes from page 29, and here it goes. The hand of love always magnetizes, but it must be steady and controlled. Love can be concentrated in your handshake, and this is one of the best ways to influence another. So we think about that old school handshake agreement, and it is a tone setter, but it's also an energy setter. We always hear about positive energy, negative energy, and the vibes and all that type of thing. And in a time where there's so many trials and tribulations and challenges all over the place, the power of hello, but then the power of handshakes. So you think about the physical touch, you think about the energy transfer. So when I read this, it's about be aware of your energy, be aware of the energy that you share, the energy that you receive, and just try to do what you can to help set a positive tone. So that's one of the takeaways from my early reading of The Power of Concentration by Theron Q. Dumont. So I'm going to definitely continue to dive in on this as there's some really good nuggets in there that can pretty much help across the board. So again, when I say people who write, guess what? we need to take note of what other people are writing, and that can help us, and that can transfer to how we connect with other people. So a couple of quick announcements before we wrap up. Let's see. The last weekend of April, April 24th and 25th, you can check me out the Carolinas International Book Fair. This will be the second year that I've done that event. So shouts to the amazing people in Greenville, South Carolina. You'll see posts and updates coming up, as I'd love to see you there. May 9th at Maraca's Bar. Thankful to have Antoine Jones of Majority Greek serving as the moderator for my authors talk. So you'll start seeing information on that coming up soon. Those are the two upcoming events to connect, enjoy the books, all that, and then some. And of course, I always want to say thank you to each and every one of you taking time to support with all the books, the audio books, the coffee collabs. So shouts to our folks at Fonte's Coffee and a few other items. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Because yeah, just thank you. Sometimes it's as simple just to say thank you. So again, I hope that today we're able to get back on track with our weekly check-in. Of course, continued words of encouragement, all that, and then some to all that are going through a little bit extra, for lack of a better term. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, whether small or big, a victory is a victory. Whether slow or swift, movement is movement. Keep it victorious, keep it moving. All of you take very good care. I look forward to seeing you soon.